Good day, everybody. Without any introduction, I will go directly to the subject because our chairman has told that I have to finish within 7 minutes. I'll try to do the justice to the time. I'll start from a question from everybody that what do we mean about the healthcare cost? Is it cost of staying, cost of, doctor's consultation, cost of clinical testing, cost of medicine? Is it all? Or anything else is there? Well, these are all direct costs. There are some other indirect costs like transport, travel cost of the patient as well the attending personnel. There are some, these two are tangible cost and the third one is intangible cost. So the cost is cost of pain you are feeling. That could also be quantified and integrated into the healthcare cost. Anyway, I am not getting into the picture because I have been given a specific topic that is Make in India relevance in the perspective of from the East. Well, I'll start with the component of the healthcare cost, that is the cost of medicines. It is a very high, this cost is very high and it comprises of a majority of the total cost. Now, the total healthcare cost of the world is now 2.8 trillion. Out of this, India shares a big chunk of this. Now, India's healthcare total revenue comes at 30 billion US dollar, which consists of 5% of the GDP. But one estimate says that it should be $100 billion by 2025, and its share should be 8 to 10% of the GDP. The expenditure that is projected to expand at a CAGR of 18% during 2008 to 2016, which will touch $53 billion. The medicine, as I have already mentioned, that medicine cost is a major component of the healthcare. Let us see what is the status of medicine manufacturing of our country. Presently, India is producing around 1,26,000 crores of medicine. Out of this, India is exporting around 65,000 crores of medicine to more than 200 countries of the world. So, this proves the quality of the medicines, because you know that 25% of the total export of Indian medicine is to US market. All of you agree with me, the US market is so stringent, it is really difficult to enter there. So there is no question of the quality of the medicine which is being manufactured by the Indian manufacturers. And another statistics will bolster the statement that India has the largest number of US FDA compliant plant outside of India, outside US. That is another. And India is also filing the maximum number of approval application every year next to US. So this proves that the India is producing quality medicines, and India is now considered as pharmacy of the world, because the India producing HIV medicines at very minimum cost and supplying to the market, the poorer market in the African countries where HIV is very predominant. This has happened because of several factors like the trained manpower available in our country. Our scientists are very smart to adopt the technology. And another very important aspect we have exploited, that is the Patent Act 1970, who allowed us for process patent. But it has been amended since 2005. Now we entered into the product patent regime. Nowadays, the situation is something different than the earlier. But still, the situation is very favorable for manufacturing the pharmaceuticals in our country. Now, I would like to concentrate into the situation in the eastern part of the India. Well, the eastern part of the India is consuming around 25% of the total consumption of our country. But very unfortunately, it produces only 1 to 2% of the pharmaceutical products required in this region. Therefore, there is a huge gap between need and supply. Here is a very important aspect to set up a new industry in this region. The other important thing is the population. This eastern part of the India is highly populated, so they need more medicine. Third important issue is this: the purchasing power, PPP, purchasing power of the people of this region is more. It is gradually rising in rural communities. So there is a huge market, imbalanced market. You can utilize this situation by setting up pharma industry as well as the medical devices. The gentleman talked before me mentioned about that medical devices, that his experience is this, that Indian-made medical devices are not at par with the, the product developed in the other countries. But our Prime Minister has already identified this area, the medical devices area, as a thrust area, and he mentioned this in his speech, that government will concentrate on developing the industries who will produce the medical devices. And they have already taken up some steps. That is why the regulation on medical devices are being laid down, which will be coming within a very short time. Now the medical devices are under control. It was not under control. Now medical devices, around 21 medical devices has been notified as drug. They will be monitored as part of drug. And yesterday you might be showing one, might be seeing one news that Minister of Chemical and Fertilizers has declared that government is going to appoint one minister, separate minister for pharmaceutical and medical devices within 1 year. So government is very serious on this issue, and the investors can utilize this advantage. Another issue is, it was also included in the speech of our Honorable Prime Minister on this Made in India. He stressed on issue of herbal medicines and Ayurvedic medicines. The eastern part have the advantage because this part of the country has varied eco-diversity spanning from hilly Himalayan range to the marshy Sundarban areas, providing abundant number of medicinal plants. With this advantage, you could utilize for the manufacturing of Ayurvedic or herbal medicines. You can put up industry here. We have required number of manpower because in this region there are some quality institutions who are providing medical education, pharmaceutical education, and we have a number of universities who are producing a large number of science graduates. So with this advantage, I would like to conclude with this. The stage is set for joining the slogan, Make up India. With this, I would conclude my speech here. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mandal.